At the Whitmore family barbecue, Caroline laughed loud enough for everyone to hear. Oh wow. Ellie's still stuck in a boring desk job. I smiled quietly and adjusted my plain cream dress. Still at Redmond Group? I said. To them, I was just the underachieving cousin. What they didn't know was that by Monday, I would own Caroline's struggling wellness app and Zach's failing venture fund. Zach smirked and patted my shoulder. We're always hiring entry-level assistants, Ellie. You know if you need help. I nearly laughed. 8 years ago, Grandpa gave Caroline startup money. He gave Zach control of the family fund. And he gave me a dusty old real estate office and a small trust. They called it leftovers. What they never found out. That office came with hidden land rights and mineral deeds worth tens of millions. Grandpa didn't give me money. He gave me a blueprint. Later, Caroline bragged, we just closed a $10 million round. I nodded politely. She didn't know that money came from my quiet network. Zach jumped in. We're buying AI startups now. $1 billion future. His company was already drowning. Then Reed leaned close and smiled. You really should think bigger, Ellie. They're building empires. I lifted my glass. If only they knew. The company I quietly worked for already owned half of their city. They laughed at me again. Even my own mom joined in. You had so much potential, Ellie, but have you even tried? Aunt Beatrice smiled sweetly. Trevor could help you. He runs Grandpa's old firm now. I almost laughed. Tomorrow morning, Trevor would find out that EW Capital, his new majority owner, could fire him. I'm comfortable where I am, I said calmly. Caroline overheard and scoffed. Comfortable? You should want more. We're raising again next month, she bragged. From EW Capital, Zach added proudly. I lifted my glass. Good luck with that. They're the biggest name in private equity right now, Zach whispered. Total mystery. But they want both our companies. I hid my smile. They were talking about me. At dinner, they battled over who EW Capital would choose. Once they sign us, we go global, Zach said. Billions. My company is the future, Caroline snapped. They're leaning toward me. If only they knew. Both of their companies already belong to me. Across the table, my mother asked softly, Ellie, have you thought about going back to school? Maybe get your MBA? I'm fine where I am, I said. Zach snorted. No ambition. Grandpa would be disappointed. I touched the small gold key around my neck. I think Grandpa understood me better than you ever did. As dessert came out, I stood. Big day tomorrow, I said. Don't stay up filing papers. Caroline laughed after me. In my car, I called my assistant. Everything ready? Yes, Miss Whitmore. The boardroom is yours. Contracts finalized. Your cousins won't see it coming. That night, I reviewed the final documents in my quiet office. Tomorrow, EW Capital would step out of the shadows. And my family would finally learn the truth. The cousin they mocked for years was the one who owned their future. Tomorrow, they would finally understand. The next morning, I arrived early. Not in my usual quiet outfit, but in a sharp navy power suit. Sophie met me at the private elevator. Both your cousins are already here. Nervous. They should be. Inside the boardroom, Caroline and Zach froze when they saw me. What is she doing here? Caroline snapped. This meeting is for EW Capital. Zach smirked. Ellie, maybe grab us coffee while the real executives arrive. I placed my briefcase on the table. I already have. Folders slid across the room. Please review, I said calmly. You'll find proof that EW Capital owns both of your companies. The room went silent. Caroline's hands shook. EW Capital is you? I sat at the head of the table. Ellie Whitmore, founder and CEO of EW Capital, majority owner of Redmond Group, and as of today, your boss. Zach stared at me. No. You're just a secretary. No, I said softly. I let you think I was. Just like I let them believe Grandpa's old office was worthless. Just like I let them believe they were still in control. The only reason you got your last funding, I told Caroline, is because I approved it. And your company, I told Zach. I bought the debt months ago. The doors burst open. My mother and Aunt Beatrice rushed in. "What's happening?" my mother demanded. Perfect timing. The screen lit up behind me. A web of companies, trusts, holdings, all leading to one name, EW Capital. "This is what I built," I said quietly, "while you were whispering about my wasted life. Over 500 million in assets, including Redmond Group, including both of their companies." My mother could barely speak. "How?" "Grandpa's worthless building," I answered. "It came with land rights, water rights, and mineral deeds. He didn't leave me scraps. He left me the foundation." "You deceived us," Caroline whispered. "You deceived yourselves," I replied. "You chased image. I built structure." I turned to the lawyers. "Let's move forward with the merger." Caroline lowered her head. Zach said nothing. It was already done. After the contracts were signed, my mother stayed behind. "We thought we were the successful ones," she said softly. "Success doesn't need to be loud," I answered. In the months that followed, their companies stabilized. Their titles shrank. Their egos finally did too. At the next family gathering, when someone asked about my work, they actually listened. I kept Grandpa's old office. Same desk. Same chair. One night, Zach waited for me downstairs. "We were showing off," he said quietly. "We missed what Grandpa was teaching us." I touched the gold key at my neck. "Real power isn't about looking important," he said. "It's about being important." I nodded. "Here's the truth he taught me. You don't build an empire in public. You build it while everyone thinks you failed. Build in silence. Win with grace."